It's amazing how every game between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is just absolutely insane.
5 assists herself. Clark, a bomb is good. A logo 3. Mabry flings it down the floor. Reese, what a catch and finish. Angel Reese.
In the latest showdown between the Fever and the Chicago Sky, we witnessed Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese face off in an incredible battle that ended with a breathtaking finish. Despite the brilliant performance from Clark and her teammates, the Fever suffered a dramatic comeback and lost by just 1 point, 88-87. But so much happened to reach that result, so make sure to subscribe to the channel because we're going to dive deep into every exciting detail of this unforgettable night. The game started electrifyingly with Caitlin Clark showing why she's one of the brightest stars in the WNBA. From the get-go, Clark was on fire, hitting 5 3-pointers. She not only scored a total of 17 points, but also dished out 13 assists and grabbed 6 rebounds. Her chemistry with the team was evident, and the Indiana Fever seemed to be in control of the game. The first quarter was a tight contest, but the Fever managed to open an early lead thanks to Clark's long-range accuracy. Each 3-pointer she made sent the crowd into a frenzy, boosting the team's confidence. In the second quarter, Clark continued her stellar performance, helping the Fever maintain their lead with precise passes and impeccable court vision. It's worth noting that the Indiana Fever was coming off a 4-game winning streak, which only heightened the expectations and pressure on the team to keep this positive run going. Each win had bolstered the team's morale and solidified their position in the league, making this game even more significant. However, despite this promising start, the game began to balance out and the tension increased. The Fever was ahead, but the Chicago Sky wasn't willing to let the victory slip away so easily. Even so, Caitlin Clark showed her worth by staying calm and continuing to lead her team with determination and skill. Unfortunately, despite all the effort and talent displayed, the Fever ended up suffering a painful comeback in the final moments. This loss was particularly bitter as it interrupted their winning streak and left a greater sense of frustration among the players and fans. In addition to Caitlin Clark's brilliant performance, other players from the Indiana Fever also had incredible performances worth highlighting. Kelsey Mitchell was simply sensational in the game. She scored an impressive 24 points, hitting 5 of 10 3-point attempts. Mitchell showed incredible accuracy and confidence that fired up the team. Besides the points, she contributed 2 rebounds and 4 assists, being a fundamental piece in keeping the Fever competitive throughout the game. Aaliyah Boston also shone on the court, demonstrating why she is one of the most complete players in the league. Boston scored 18 points, grabbed 7 rebounds, and handed out 6 assists. Her presence in the paint was crucial, both defensively and offensively, and she even managed to hit one of her 2 3-point attempts, showcasing her versatility. It's important to note that Caitlin Clark has completely changed the dynamic of the Fever. This game was a testament to that, with her 13 assists making it much easier for her teammates to find their rhythm and score. Clark's vision and passing ability have opened up the floor, allowing players like Mitchell and Boston to excel. With such impressive performances from Clark, Mitchell, and Boston, the Indiana Fever managed to maintain their lead for much of the game. The synergy between these players and their long-range shooting efficiency made the difference, and the team seemed on its way to another convincing victory. However, the game was far from decided, and they couldn't hold on to the win. On the other side of the court, Angel Reese was determined to change the course of the game. Reese had an outstanding performance, scoring 25 points and grabbing 16 rebounds, being a force in the paint. Her defensive presence and ability to score in crucial moments were essential for the Sky's comeback. In the second half, the Chicago Sky started to gain ground, chipping away at the Fever's lead point by point. With each play, the tension mounted, and the game turned into a true battle of titans. With less than a minute on the clock, the Sky managed to tie the game and, in a decisive play, took the lead. Despite the heroic efforts of Caitlin Clark and her precise assists, it wasn't enough to secure the win for the Fever. The decisions of Coach Christie's sides are coming under fire from fans. Many believe that sides could have managed the Fever's advantage better during the game, thus preventing the Chicago Sky's comeback. Some fans point out that sides' substitutions and game time management were not ideal, especially in the final quarter when the Sky started to gain ground. The decision not to make more stringent defensive adjustments to contain certain players and the lack of a clear strategy to maintain the lead were highlighted by critics. This isn't the first time Coach Sides has faced criticism. In previous games, fans have already expressed discontent with her tactical decisions. Despite having talented players like Caitlin Clark, who came off a 4-game winning streak, Sides sometimes seems to struggle with finding the right strategy for decisive moments. Fans are eager to see if Sides can adjust her strategies and make the most of her undeniably talented players in upcoming games. The pressure is mounting, and it will be crucial for the Fever to respond to these criticisms with solid and well-managed performances in future matches. But it's clear that this game between the Fever and the Sky wasn't just another regular season WNBA matchup, it was a significant chapter in the growing rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, two of the league's brightest and most promising stars. Their rivalry has drawn enormous attention to the WNBA, raising the level of interest and anticipation with each showdown. The impact of this rivalry goes beyond the court. Caitlin Clark with her precise assists and deadly long-range shots, and Angel Reese with her dominance on the boards and relentless defense are redefining what it means to be a complete player in the WNBA. The average ticket price for this game reached $351, the highest since 2015, showing just how much fans are willing to pay to see Clark in action. Social media exploded with comments and debates about Clark's three-pointers, attracting new fans to women's basketball and increasing the league's visibility. This rivalry is helping to elevate the WNBA's profile, inspiring young players around the world and showing that the future of women's basketball is bright. With each game, Clark and Reese aren't just competing for wins and titles, they're also building a legacy that will inspire future generations. And now, with this dramatic loss, the Indiana Fever faces a major challenge. Can Caitlin Clark and her teammates bounce back after this painful comeback? The winning streak was interrupted, and now it's time to reflect, adjust strategies, and come back even stronger for the upcoming games. The rivalry between Clark and Reese is just beginning, and every game between these two stars promises to be a spectacle. The next matchup is already highly anticipated, and fans can't wait to see how this story will unfold. The pressure is mounting, and every move, every decision on the court will be crucial in determining the future of the teams and the players. Will Caitlin Clark be able to adjust her aim and lead the Fever to more victories? The next games promise even more excitement and twists, and we'll be here to follow every moment and bring you all the analysis and emotions. I was so pumped watching this game, especially with every three-pointer that Caitlin Clark nailed. It was such an intense and thrilling experience, and I can't wait for the next showdown. I can hardly wait for the next games, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Fever make it to the playoffs. It's going to be so exciting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to not miss any updates. Comment below what you thought of this epic game, and what you expect from the upcoming matchups between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And remember, the excitement of the WNBA is just getting started. See you in the next video.